GM, look who we have today.
Ta-da!
Welcome,
Thank you.
Alex.
Thank you,
The
thank you.
CMO of Zerion, guys.
Very happy to be here.
But first,
Oh my goodness, yes. We're in Naples, so you have to have a Negroni.
and some fried food.
Cheers.
So we decided basically to repurpose a bit the topic of today's panel for the digital audience. And I think that the topic that we didn't touch was the Mindshare campaigns. Do we like them? Snaps.
Yeah.
Yaps. Yeah.
So yeah, I guess like to me, my feeling on them is that they can be useful if like done in moderation, but I don't think they're like a solution to like all growth problems. And I think that like what I see a lot of companies and projects doing right now is like they do the thing, everyone's talking about it, and there's not really much else behind what they're doing. I think that's like probably a bad idea. I don't know, that's my take on it.
I think that if you don't have something solid that you can use to onboard users, it might risk to be like a short-term gain, but long-term pain at the end.
Besides this, maybe something has changed in the meantime, but in my opinion, the algorithm is not the best. What happens now is that basically all of the people are priced basically in the same way if they tweet shit, not shit, but if they tweet nothing great.
Yeah, blank project is cool.
Yeah.
That's not
And
very
the
useful.
same for a person who like make an effort and actually produce some very educational tweet. And so I think it doesn't work because
The model's broken.
Exactly.
The
Yeah,
model's
they
broken.
need to improve a bit the algorithm.
But you can customize it actually on Kaito at least.
No,
Cookie3,
yes,
I don't know.
yes, but in the end, if you put 20 tweets about the project versus one very good tweet, in the end, the 20 tweets will win.
It really depends on how you set up the campaign.
I don't know. We don't know. Kaito.
Do you know?
Do you know
Cookie3,
Kaito?
we know them pretty well at Zerion.
No, yeah,
too.
me too. Christina is a friend.
Yeah, they're nice. I just, the thing to me that I come back to, one, I think what you're actually getting at, Maria, is like, if I'm going to tweet about something, I really think it comes down to like authenticity and trust.
Exactly.
Do I actually believe what I'm saying, or am I only doing this because I'm trying to be high on some leaderboard?
And also a bit of critique is fine.
Yeah.
You know, if a person write a good or make a good content about your project, with a small critic as well, it's fine. You know, for example, now we are talking about Kaito and Cookie. I love both, but we are just talking about them also like with the pain points they have.
Yeah.
Even if I believe that they are both great projects.
But if I can say, can I say?
It's your show. I mean, you can say.
If you work with the KOLs, it can be a nightmare. And probably it helps the teams to evaluate, like to track. Maybe you don't have the full view, but it should help you a bit to track and monitoring the activity.
Yeah.
I mean, let's see how it will evolve. Because when we started with this, it was amazing. Because you really got the mindset through these campaigns.
Right.
Now every project with money are doing it a bit, you know, which is fine. But for example, now we are interviewing at Hype where some people, and if I give them a case to do, okay, and the answer is let's do a Kaito campaign. It's already old. It's something that was good 10 months ago. If they mentioned it now, it's...
Also, I don't know if you guys know, but how do you actually list your project in a Kaito campaign?
You need to talk with them and pay.
There's not like a direct channel of available.
Cookie3 has been very proactive with us about like reaching out.
Which is good because it means that they selected the best projects with best brands because they now they are in the phase of growing. And instead of accepting every project, they are picky because they want projects like Zerion to be, you know.
And they want to overtake Kaito probably because they're not the first comers. So
but they like what I also liked about it too is that they went and like they added value immediately. Like they gave us all the data like up front. They were just like, okay, this is how it would look, and this is how the thing, and this is what your leaderboard would look like, and this is how the structure would be. And like that obviously gave us like a lot of confidence to work with them. But like again, it's your show. You can do whatever you want. But I think like these campaigns, like there's two things that I think are like, I guess like the jury's still out. The first I kind of mentioned was this idea of authenticity and like what happens when like it's just noise, you know, when there's nothing like real behind it. And the second thing is the meta changes like so fast. And so like if you're thinking like this is going to be a thing that will last and like really will like be a focal point of your growth strategy for the next 3 years, like I don't know if that's going to be the case. We'll have to see. Maybe there'll be a new thing, or maybe there'll be another way that people, I mean, look at, we talked about the other day, these like quest platforms and stuff and like the parallels with that, where it's like that worked like for a period of time very well. And then it was like, okay, this is completely saturated.
There are always people that finally find the way to game the system. And that's why mechanism has to change.
I have a question. What do you guys think will be the next move from Kaito?
That's a good one.
I don't know. I mean, maybe like I could see them like directly, maybe not an agency, but like they could be like sponsoring different KOLs. So like if you like want to be talked about by a certain KOL, then like they're like a Kaito approved KOL. Maybe. So like they literally like
this would be smart.
They profile them and they're like, these are the like whatever 100 best KOLs, and like they basically connect the right brands with the right KOLs.
If you want to hire Alex,
I am a chief marketing officer.
Shout to the Zerion team.
Yeah. But they could do that. They could just literally like, you know, you imagine like, you know, this is like the parallel. I'm like such an American and a male, but like there was this notion that Nike, when they first started like sponsoring athletes, and it was like a thing that no one had ever done before, but they were like, why don't we just pay this athlete to like wear our shoes, you know?
Did you see the movie?
I did see the movie. It's really good, actually. But I could see Kaito doing a similar thing where it's like, we're going to make like Kaito sponsored KOLs.
Like Abercrombie and Fitch, no? The coolest guys.
Oh, the coolest guys.
With
coolest
Kaito.
girls.
Another thing would be to connect all of these somehow with the actual activity on chain of these people. Because we don't know, you know.
But
actually.
they already are experimenting something. Like within the Infinix campaign, you were awarded points only if you actually used their platform.
Yes,
That's
but
good.
What I mean is like now they are evaluating people from their crypto Twitter activity. What about connecting the dots and also do like something also with the like I don't know, merging these two, because I don't give a shit if someone is always yapping, but then they don't actually use and do activities on chain.
Like there could be a doxed wallet kind of rule where it's like there has to be some sort of doxed wallet that is connected to a profile that like, you know, has at least one. I mean, look, like on Farcaster, for example, there's like Farcaster wallets, right? So like I can see this is like, these are the wallets that are connected.
They could do,
my social graph, you know, it's visible.
They could partner with something like Farcaster, for example.
Or Zerion and use our API. And do some really fun stuff there.
If you want to do it, reach out, guys.
Yeah. But I think that like the cool thing to me about a lot of this stuff is that like no industry, no product has ever been able to like quantify mindshare. So like marketers have typically been this like,
that's true.
Well, like we have a strong brand, and then like the way they measure that is like mostly pretty bullshit, honestly. They're like very like sort of like slow, like lagging indicators, you know, in terms of like measuring the brand impact. But like Kaito and Cookie3, at least they have given us marketers like this thing that we could try. That would
Can I say?
You can.
Let's also consider that this is not organic mindshare, because as soon as you have, I mean, the moment you have rewards, you can track mindshare, but it's not organic.
Yeah.
I think we can agree on this.
No, but wait. When you check KOLs on Kaito board, on Kaito app.
Not the Kaito leaderboard.
No, it's another thing.
No, I know.
Kaito is able to rate me. Like, you can see how many smart followers do if I am a smart follower. And this is something that we didn't have before. Because, for example, the KOLs list that I had from the past, I checked all of them. And no one is in the fucking smart...
Interesting.
Anything, you know?
We deal in a weird industry because like most of the KOLs that I've worked with, I have no idea what their real name is. I have no idea where they're based. I have an anonymous Twitter, you know, persona who has a certain amount of followers. And like, I do think that even taking a step beyond that with Kaito, and like, at least I can like see some stuff about these people is already a good step in the right direction. Like, I mean, imagine like, you see these people freely shilling some token on Twitter, and it's like the same person. You know what I mean? It's like 20 people, but it's the same person.
Yeah.
And I have no idea if like this is a legitimate thing or not.
That's
like
true.
a clanker gets launched on Farcaster, and it's like, who is this? That is the first thing I check. Who launched this? Like, and if it's somebody who's doxed, who's got like a decent amount of Farcaster followers, if they have some kind of like history attached to who they are, then I'm like, okay, at the very least, I need to pay attention to this. I'm not saying I need to go and buy this token, but at the very least, I need to see what they're doing. About the KOL kind of space, at least as it used to exist, it's like you have no idea who these people are. And certainly you have no idea what their on-chain behavior is.
In a very speculative space, I think the least thing you want to do is to leak your wallet,
right,
and to have everyone knows what you actually want.
Yeah. I think that's it.
Was it good?
It was good.
How do you like Italian food?
Come on. So today I had 4,000 tomatoes. I had lots of mozzarella.
Yeah.
And just the bruschetta. Come to Italy.